Hi, my name is Dave Klappenberger with Klappenberger & Son, and today we're going to take a look at the Benjamin Moore Aura matte finish. They don't have a flat finish. The least sheen that they have is a matte. And we're going to check out its workability, its washability, its durability, how well does it cover, how does it feel at the end, does it have a chalkiness to it, or does it have a nice semi kind of smooth feel skin to it. And its coverage, we're going to talk about that as well. So let's go ahead and get started. If you're interested in franchising with Klappenberger & Son, we'd love to hear from you. Please go to our website, give us some information, and we'll talk to you soon. As far as the Benjamin Moore Aura matte finish, I was very pleased with it. It had excellent workability, whether I was brushing it or rolling it. You could really tell a difference. And this is important, the workability of something. How easy is it to apply? Does it drag? No, it doesn't drag. It goes on super easy. It's a pleasure to work with. It's a $62 gallon of paint. I want to throw that out there. Should have thrown it out in the beginning. It is their premium grade paint. We want to see if it is a good value. Well, as far as the workability is, it is. Why is that important? If a paint is easy to work with, you can go faster with it. You get less fatigue with it because it's going on easier, and you can get the job done quicker. So if you're a contractor, you can be more productive. If you're a homeowner, you can get to the things you really enjoy doing besides painting the house. So, giving the workability of Aura a 10 out of 10. How about the coverage? The coverage was good. It wasn't great, but it was good. It didn't cover much better than other matte finish or flat finish paints, but it did cover 100% in 2 coats. So I'm giving the coverage a 9 out of 10. How about the washability? The washability. We put on ketchup, mustard, red wine, coffee, crayon and pencil, all kind of different products that are oily or have tannins or turmeric in them. And we wanted to try how well do these things on the paint hold up with some light industrial cleaners. So we used Crud Cutter and Spray Night and a little bleach and water combination and some simple green. We cleaned the paint where it had 2 coats and 2 weeks to dry. We cleaned it about 5 or 6 times before we said, okay, this is about as good as it's going to get. Otherwise, let's just repaint it. You know, I mean, how many times do you need to clean something before you say, okay, it comes off, but you got to clean it 7 times? Not exactly what I would call washable. Well, this paint did really well. After 5 or 6 cleanings, the turmeric was very subtle, and there was still a little bit of crayon, which I have to say I was surprised that usually crayon comes off pretty easily. Couldn't get the crayon off. See the faint lines over there? See a little bit of turmeric over there? So the washability of this paint, I want to give it a 9 out of 10 as well. There were some flat paints or matte finish paints that I've used in the past that have had 100% washability. The Benjamin Moore Aura was not one of them. But the durability of this paint was absolutely fantastic. With all that cleaning with the microfiber cloth, I did not alter the sheen or burnish the paint. You couldn't see anywhere where I did all this cleaning. The finish of this paint is very nice. It does not have a chalky, a lot of times flat paints, even matte finish paints can have a chalkiness to them. That is not the case with the Benjamin Moore Aura. It has a very smooth skin to it. And for that reason, I'm giving the finish of the Aura matte finish a 10 out of 10. I like it. The touching up of this paint was pretty good, but not great. When you touch up a certain area, you want it to become invisible. You don't want to be able to see where you touched up and where you didn't. You want to blend in. And with the Aura matte finish, I wasn't able to detect most angles. But if I look at it on the side, perhaps a long wall in a hallway, a great room, a foyer where there's a lot of wall without any interruption of a door, windows, pictures, and those kinds of things, you'll be able to see where the touch-up occurred. So for that reason, I'm giving it an 8 out of 10. If you have a pantry or a powder room or a pantry or any small area with a lot of areas to break things up, you're probably not going to notice it. But for a matte paint, you expect the touch-up to be pretty much flawless, and I didn't. So for that reason, I'm giving the touch-up ability an 8 out of 10. For Benjamin Moore's premium grade paint, it's only $62. There's other paints by Sherwin-Williams and Pittsburgh that are in $90 a gallon. So a $62 premium gallon of paint is actually, I'm going to give this a good value. Should you buy Benjamin Moore Aura? Am I recommending it or am I not? And I'm really hemming and hawing on it because it's very good paint, or good paint in most of the categories. So it doesn't have a substantial weakness. It's priced at $62 a gallon. For a matte paint, and most matte paints are premium grade paints, is priced right. There are definitely Sherwin-Williams and Pittsburgh and C2, all have more expensive matte finish paints than the Benjamin Moore. Would I recommend using it? I do not recommend using it. It's a good paint, but it's really not an excellent, unbelievable paint that you got to use. Its strongest point is probably its workability. It glides on so effortlessly and it's super durable. Other than that, it's scoring 8s and 9s and not 10s. So keep that in mind. Look at some of the other videos I have of other matte finish paints and you be the judge of what paint fits you. See you on the next one. If you like this video, give us a like, subscribe. I always have lots of great content coming out, tips and tricks of the trade, reviewing more products. You know, whether you're a do-it-yourself or a painting contractor, a lot of the information in here is stuff you just don't know unless you just compare it to other paints in real time, working time. A lot of times we get just stuck over and over and over using the same paint, saying this is as good as it gets, this is as good as it gets, and it really isn't. I've learned so much myself from doing these videos and these tests, and so subscribe if you want to keep getting some more of this information. Thanks so much. See you on the next one.